Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Jeff again, and since I last left off, I smelted all the iron into iron blocks to save inventory space, and I realized the little hidey hole that I was in right behind me was gravel, so I started digging, and look what I found. I found me more cave. So we are going to go search more. As you can see, it took 5 furnaces, had a lot of iron. Oh, we had more cave, as in like one little cave spot, and then cave ended. So I guess that was a bust. So let's go, this way, where I almost just got myself killed because I was not paying any attention to the fact that there's caves straight up above me. That again is not going to lead me to much. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is cave that I wanted to see. I love these rail shafts. And I know a lot of people are telling me to go use Doc's iron farm. Oh, stupid bat. It's in the way. I might go check it out. Somebody said it's broken as well, but it could be fixable or whatnot. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I love caving. So caving to me is something that I can do to like relax and get away from the build and be able to just go out and do something different. And I get a lot of other supplies too, like I get the rails and I get more coal and all this fun stuff. So I really enjoy caving. In a bind, I guess I could go use the iron farm. So last season, I spent the whole season, basically trying to get a beacon up and running. I don't know how people have the time to get all the stuff to get beacons up and running so quickly, because it takes me forever. It took me damn near 100 episodes to get enough iron in order to have a beacon up and running in my base. And I was trying the entire time, and I resorted to going to Doc's iron farm that he had in that season. And I don't know, this is just something that's relaxing to me to do and enjoy. Everybody has those things in Minecraft that they do. Bread and coal. Interesting. Again, I would not mind taking this stuff, but it's going to take up too much space in my inventory, I think. That's stuff I can throw away. I mean, I do. Let me keep a lookout over here. I don't need this. I don't need these 4 things. I'm going to take all these. Chest is not as important. Well, it might turn out to be as important. I don't really need the gravel. Hi, zombie. So let's see. There's got to be more things down here. I hear lava. I don't know where it's coming from, though. Okay, that's a normal spider. I can deal with that guy. Get this thing out of here. Okay. Iron it is. Oh, hang tight 1 second, everybody. Sorry about that, everybody. I am back, and I almost just fell down that hole. So I told you guys that Julia's parents were in town this week. And for those who don't know, Julia is my girlfriend. We've been together for like many years. Many as in like coming up on 4 at this point. So quite a while we've been together. And I love her parents to death. They're great people, but they always have the desire when they're here to try to help us like clean stuff and organize things. Like our basement's been pretty messy for a while. Like it turned into a storage area for a lot of stuff. So once you start turning an area into a storage area, it just kind of starts building up on that. It builds up into the storage area that gets out of control. And last time they were here, Julia's mom was so determined that she wasn't leaving until she helped fix the storage area up. So I was okay with that because of the fact that, hey, if she wanted to help organize that, and most of the stuff, it wasn't mine necessarily. It was just a lot of Julia's extra stuff that she's had. She owns a couple houses that she rents out, and she's lived in them before. So she's got like lots of random, pieces of furniture and just boxes and things like that that don't necessarily fit in this house that we have now. So they don't fit in any of the rooms, and especially with us living together, we kind of share a room, so can't keep a lot of the stuff in the bedroom that she used to because of the fact that, you know, I have a hold of some of the things in the bedroom. So it was definitely some things that needed organizing, and she was willing to help organize it. So that was great. So her and Julia went through all the stuff down here and got it all organized and arranged and things like that. So that was awesome. But that was only 3 weeks ago, I think. And this time they came back and her mom was again determined that she wanted to do a bunch of this like random organizing cleaning. She wanted to really get our kitchen more organized because we have kind of like, you know, lots of kitchen utensils. We have a big kitchen space-wise for like, it's I'm trying to think how to describe it. It doesn't have an insane amount of counter space for cooking, but it's got a big amount of counter space in general. I don't know if that really makes much sense. You'd have to actually see it. There's no island. It's one long area where the sink is, where there's lots of space on the left and the right side of the sink. And then there's behind you is the stove. And the stove has its, diamonds. Diamond saddles, heck yeah. What am I getting rid of for this? I don't need zombie flesh. I'll take you. And don't need dirt. Let's do that. Okay. And the other side, it's got the stove, and next to it's got, on each side of it are pieces of like counter space that you can utilize, but you can't really utilize them for too much. But it's a lot of counter space, except when you throw on a toaster, a crock pot, like all the kitchen, a blender, like all these kitchen utensils that we have around the area, they take up a lot of the working space. So even though it looks big on the outsets, and when she first saw the house, one of the things she was so excited about was how much counter space this place had. And yes, we just rent. We don't. It's not like we bought this house or anything, but all this counter space was one of the big things that she was like, I love this place because it has a lot of area to do, you know, all this cooking and stuff in, but we filled it up. We also got like 85,000 bottles of olive oil around, different like infused olive oils that Julia really likes. So that takes up a lot of room. Also, any like liquor that we have are sitting there on the counter in the same space as the olive oil. Holy crap. This place is crazy. This cave is gonna, I really need like that ender chest so that I can, hi Creepy McCreeperson. I don't want to put that on the bar. Let's do this. There's that guy. I wish saddles stacked. Oh my god, I got an piece of iron. I don't know what to do. Let me actually can save some space while still conserving some of this stuff. There we go. So that gives me an extra space. I don't need to carry that with me. I'll take that piece of iron. I will take that bread, take that coal. I'm going to take this saddle and put it right into that spot that I hear you, buddy. Where'd that zombie flesh just go? There it is. I was like staring right at it. So we'll do that for now. I'm going to run out of my torches. Oh no, and I dropped those sticks somewhere, didn't I? Actually, did I put the sticks in one of these? Did I put the sticks in here? I did not. So I just let the sticks go. That's okay. There's plenty of wood down here. Let's just conserve space with this. So either way, she definitely like wanted to do more organizing and stuff in the kitchen. But what she quickly realized was the kitchen organization was a lot bigger of a project than her original onset thought process was. She started doing, she's like, oh, this will be easy. Oh, we'll get all this stuff done. And then she realized like, well, she was like, can I start putting some of this stuff that, you know, you don't use very often, like into the basement? And I was like what stuff into the basement? For one, you're just going to restart over the whole process of making the basement a storage area that you just spent like 2 weeks ago cleaning up all that stuff. And she's like, well, like, if I put the crock pot and the blender and things down there, because you don't use them all the time. And I was like, yeah, but then every time we use them, we're going to have to leave the kitchen to go to the basement in order to get the crock pot and the strange. Bye-bye. we'll have to go to the basement to get all that stuff. I'm like, so no, let's just put them on the upper shelf, like above the top of the where the cabinets are, because that'll be the best way to go about things. Okay, we can do that. So we start doing that, but then she wants to clean the living room up as well. She wants to get some things organized. And then I went to work one day, and I came back, and all the lights in the house are changed, which is great. I'm very, very, very happy and grateful for her willingness to help. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. Her whole family is. But they had changed all of our light bulbs to make sure the ones that didn't work were now working. And the problem is she didn't. What I don't think she realized, because I don't think we ever told her. Cause I felt bad because she was doing so much work for us. I didn't want to tell her anything to make her feel bad. Is some of those lights we took out for a specific reason, because they're too bright from like certain angles in the living room watching TV and stuff. And so we purposely had taken them out because it was just too much. And now they're all like rearranged and reorganized back to exactly what they were. So it's kind of funny that whenever anybody comes over to help us like get things organized, I seem to lose things as well. I did lose some things at first when I was here, or when all this stuff just happened. Some of the stuff got misplaced, but I was able to find it. We had a friend once. We were throwing a house party, and a friend came over and wanted to help us get organized before the party, get everything cleaned up and get everything ready, because it was a pretty big party. We probably had like 50 or so people at the house. And the next morning, I could not find my keys. For the life of me, my keys. And I'm like, where would you put keys when you're cleaning up a house? They were in a bag in the basement. Like, she basically took everything that was on top of this, our like mantle. Like, there's a fireplace that really doesn't work, but it's a big area that I, throw my keys on, and that's where like a lot of the mail and stuff sits. She threw everything from up there into multiple bags, trying to keep it organized, she said, but including things like my keys were loose in the bottom of a bag that it took me about 20 minutes in the morning when I was trying to leave for work, because I didn't think about the fact that my keys might be missing. So I'm trying to leave for work, and I realized I can't find my keys anywhere. And I had to go drag Julia out of bed to be like, look, Julia, I need my keys. And she was just like, well, why don't you take my car instead? And I was like, I can't just take your car. For one, you have to go to work in an hour as well, and I will be at work all day. For two, my badge and stuff for work is in my car. Like, I can't go there without my badge for work, and it took us forever to find it. And I just find it so funny, like, people, they're so helpful, they try so hard, and it's so wonderful, but how much like somebody else organizing your stuff can really just screw you up. There's got to be something like right through this wall. This is where I'm just hearing everything, all the zombie noises coming from over here. Potato cannot go on the wall. Oh my god, there they are. Let's do that. I guess it was just two. Ow. You're shooting me from way down there at the end. I missed. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. So yes, thank you very much to Mrs. Skapik and Mr. Skapik for helping out. But it was, it's still... It's such a weird thing to complain about, and I'm sure other people have done the same thing. Like, have you ever complained about somebody helping you? Sure, because if it messes up with what your normal day is, or normal like routine or whatnot, it can get very, very frustrating. And other people, they might think that they're doing something good because maybe that's your routine and the way you do things, like keeping the crock pots and stuff in the basement. Maybe you would like to do that. And yeah, we don't use the crock pots very often at all. However, I still don't want them in the basement. I want them to be accessible when I want to get to them. Not accessible as in they're all the way downstairs in the basement, because I know myself too well. If I see the crock pot and I want to make something in the crock pot, like make some chili or something like that, I will look at the crock pot and be like, ooh, crock pot, I should make some chili. if I go, ooh, I want to make some chili. The crock pot's somewhere in the basement. Then I'm probably not going to make the chili. I mean, that's just knowing me. I know myself well enough to know that that is what I would do. Okay, we are going to say goodbye to this extra potato, so I can get more iron and stuff in my inventory. Bye, guys. Okay, this is a very strange layout that this cave has. I need to get some torches. And in order to do that, I do need to get rid of some of this stuff first. I'm so glad abandoned mine shafts existed to have wood. I remember there being a time when there was absolutely no way, if you were like down in a basement somewhere, unless you had brought trees with you that you're in a cave, unless you brought trees with you that you planned on planting and waiting for it to grow, especially before the bone meal time, that you were just stuck. There was nothing you could possibly do about getting more. There we go. Two more. About getting more wood. There we go. Two more of those. Let's go grab this piece of obsidian. Not that I need the piece of obsidian per se. I probably should have been down low a lot longer ago because, granted, I got some diamonds. I didn't get nearly as much as I probably should have from this whole excursion. So let's see. We're going to continue going through this cave. I'm actually going to have to give up on this cave at some point soon, just because of the fact that I'm running out of room for anything. So I think after this episode, I might have to make my way up to the surface again. And not just the surface, but I have to make my way all the way back to my portal, which I should have the coordinates from in my other episode, because of the fact that I'm just running out of room. I need to go drop stuff off at home. And I did come out to kind of a cool looking ravine here. So I wonder if I can get to the surface easily. You can stay there, zombie. That looks a little scary. There's an obsidian floor. Okay, so it doesn't lead directly to the surface. It does not appear. But it also should be. There we go. Get all this stuff. Okay, I think now is a good time to end this episode, though. I'm pretty sure it's been a long enough of a recording to feel good about. I kind of got a little bit lost in my thoughts of what I was saying, but basically, if you're going to help somebody out with their organization, make sure it's actually going to help them out, because it can get extremely frustrating to not be able to find things. Like I said, very grateful, very happy. I'm not upset at all, but it's just a funny thing. To actually lose your keys, to physically lose your keys, is very, very, very difficult to deal with, because they're your keys. You need them to go to work and such. Man, I got another. Let's throw these in here and get one more. There we go. This should make it even. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.